Hello students, welcome to Saurav's classes. Today we are going to continue with our video on real analysis. Right? In the previous video we had done divergent sequences, and I showed you how a sequence diverges to minus infinity and plus infinity, and I also showed you a few examples on that, and we were doing the example part and we had done till example number 3, I remember. Now we're going to continue on to example number 4, and example number 4 would be this. It may happen that we will take an tending to infinity, okay, and it may also happen that Bn will tend to some finite point A is some finite point, okay, but An into Bn will converge. Okay, so let us see how they are converging. Let us take two examples over here and let us see how they are converging. Let's say if I take the An to be n and Bn to be 1 by n. So An dot Bn is equals to n by n, that is 1. So An dot Bn converges to 1. Alright, so An and Bn is converging to 1. Now let us go ahead with the next example, and that would be example number 5. Example number 5 says that if we take a sequence An that tends to infinity, okay, and then we take a sequence Bn, and we say that this sequence converges, okay, if we take a sequence this that it converges, then we can say that we can say An dot Bn oscillates, okay, oscillates. So let's give you an example how the multiplication of these two will oscillate. So let us take An to be n and Bn to be minus 1 to the power n divide by n. So now when you do An dot Bn, you will see that the n gets removed, actually n cancel out, that is equal to minus 1 to the power n. So this value is oscillating, right? This value will oscillate. Now, so we are finished with the examples of divergent sequence. Okay, if you are following the videos, then you have definitely copied from the previous video till here the divergent sequence. Now we are going to talk about monotonic sequences. You already know about monotonic sequences, okay. Monotonic sequences, okay, monotonic in capital and sequences normal. Wanted you to see this properly, that's why in capital. So first point of a monotonic sequence says that if there is a sequence, if a sequence An is taken such that it is it is monotonically increasing, then it should be a n plus 1 greater than equal to a n. Okay. Monotonically increasing if this happens. Okay, a n plus 1 is greater than equal to a n, and of course yes, for all n belonging to a natural number. Alright, now if there is a monotonically increasing, then there definitely has to be a monotonically increasing. If a sequence is given say bn, it is monotonically monotonically decreasing if a n plus 1 is less than equal to a n. Excuse me. Okay, so these are the first two points. Next, the third one says that if a sequence an is said to be monotonic if it is either increasing or there is no need to write this point. It says that a sequence is said to be monotonic if it is increasing or decreasing. Alright, so a sequence will be monotonic if it is increasing or decreasing. Now we have to understand about strictly increasing and strictly decreasing. A sequence is called strictly monotonic if it is strictly increasing or decreasing. Understood? So now how does it happen? Now let's go on to strictly increasing. Okay, then you'll understand what I mean. So strictly increasing, a sequence say xn is a strictly increasing sequence if xn plus 1 is greater than xn. You can use an everywhere. Okay, there is no need to change it like I'm changing. You can use an everywhere you like. Alright, so this is strictly increasing. Alright, let's go on to the sixth one, I'm sorry. A sequence say xn only I am taking is a strictly decreasing sequence, a strictly decreasing sequence, if xn plus 1 is less than xn. Understood what I'm trying to say? So these are strictly increasing, strictly decreasing type of sequences, and these are actually monotonic sequences. So these are all different types of strictly increasing, strictly decreasing. Now let's try and understand what these things mean, okay, by highlighting points and trying and understanding. Okay, so here you will notice the fourth point. Here the fourth point over here, it says that if an is a sequence, alright, and if you have another sequence bn, and I forgot to write the infinity over here, lucky I have checked it, that is my work, always checking it after I have done. So you will also do that after you have done your work, always check it. So if an is tending to infinity and bn is tending to some point a, then the product of an and bn can converge. So how do we have taken an to be one sequence, okay, we have taken bn to be another sequence, and when we multiply these two sequences, we can see that they are converging, right? You see how they converge to 1, right? Okay, now if you notice, for the fifth one, an is a sequence that is tending to infinity, but bn is a sequence that is converging, okay, to some point, any point. So we can say that an dot bn will oscillate. How? Let's take an as n, and let's take bn as -1 to the power n divided by n. Okay, so when you multiply that, you're just left with -1 whole to the power n. So I would request you to keep all these types of examples and note down the theory, because sometimes when you're in the exam, you might not always get to think about what type of a sequence you are going to take and what it might be. So if you have the theory with you, and if you're really studying it properly, okay, then you know in the exam what to use when, okay, because you are already familiar with the sequences that are being taught over here. You're familiar with oscillating sequence, how a sequence diverges, converges, how addition of sequences will converge, how division will diverge, and all these things, how multiplication will converge. Okay, so you are playing around with many types of sequences, so I don't find it difficult for you to visualize any type of sequence in an exam. Alright, so let us go ahead to the next one, and that is the monotonic type of sequences. Monotonic I already taught you earlier. So if a sequence an, if I take a sequence an that is for all n belonging to natural number, it is monotonically increasing, just monotonically increasing when this will happen. What will happen? An plus 1 will be greater than equal to an. So how will it happen? It will happen this way. Just hold on. Just one sec. What is that? Just give me 1 second, okay? Okay, so got back the pen part. Alright, so actually that just went away. So what is happening, what I'm trying to tell you over here is this. See, you will have a2 greater than equal to a1, like that, okay, then a3 greater than equal to a2, then a4 greater than equal to a3, and so on. So you will have sequences going on like this kind for the first one, that is monotonically increasing type of a sequence. So you will have this type of sequences going on. Okay, so if you notice carefully, if you notice over here carefully, this that is going on is basically the same thing that has been given over here. an plus 1 is greater than equal to an. Now let's go on to the decreasing one. So the decreasing one, then what will happen for the decreasing one? For the decreasing one, you are going to get this. You're going to get a1 is less than equal to a2 is less than equal to a1, then a3 is less than equal to a2, then a4 is less than equal to a3, and so on. So over here you can see this is a monotonically decreasing type of a sequence. Alright, this is monotonically decreasing type of a sequence. Now a sequence is said to be monotonic. Why? If it is increasing, or if it is increasing, or if it is decreasing. So if a sequence is increasing or decreasing, it is monotonic. So a sequence is said to be strictly monotonic if it is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. Okay. So a sequence x of n, if I take, how it will be strictly increasing? If this will happen, xn plus 1 will be greater than xn. So if you are confused with this, you can write like this: an plus 1 will be greater than an. Okay. Similarly for here, an plus 1 will be less than an. Okay. So like these type of things will happen. Okay. So nothing difficult, nothing to worry about. Alright. So the sequence will be strictly decreasing when this will happen or this will happen. Okay. And strictly increasing when this will happen. Alright. So for today we have completed, for this video we have completed till the monotonic sequences and how they are increasing, decreasing, how it's strictly increasing, how it's strictly decreasing, and how it is just increasing and just decreasing. So please go through the video and take as much help as possible, because the help that you need will always be provided at Saurabh Sir's classes. Thank you.